Hi, Barbie. It's Ken. Would you like to go to the pool? Shake it, baby.
Hello. This is KAOSTV talking. We are at an event where Anita Sarkeesian, a pop culture critic and a feminist, has just given a talk about gender representation in digital games. And now we are going to talk to some of these game developers and gamers and people who are interested in games about this gender representation. It will be interesting, and I hope you will follow us.
You've seen the numbers, right?
Yeah.
So obviously, on this planet, 50% of people roughly are male, and the other 50% roughly, that's not accurate, are more or less female and more or less male.
Yes.
And in games, you obviously have mostly male protagonists and also stories that do not really encourage too many interesting forms of interaction in the social area.
But I see it everywhere. Like, this is my problem with life. I see gender problems everywhere.
Yeah, okay.
And I can't avoid it. This makes me sound like a total raging feminist, right? Like, it makes me sound a bit like a nutter feminist.
I don't know, you seem pretty nice to me so far.
I mean, that's good. But it is just everywhere. And I think when you are a woman who does enjoy this kind of media, you can't avoid it. Like, you really can't avoid it.
Yeah.
And you're constantly asking yourself, like, why did that man choose to write that woman that way? Like, what does that man know about women? Like, I don't know. I find it a bit frustrating sometimes. I think the representation of women in general in life and in media in general.
I have a hard time distinguishing the difference between what I think will happen and what I hope will happen.
Okay, yeah.
But what I hope will happen is that the trend continues, that we're going to see more female protagonists, and people are going to continue to be more aware of this.
Yeah.
And you know, we are. A game we're working on right now does have a female protagonist.
Yeah.
We're very aware of the whole thing, but we're a team with only one woman.
Yeah.
So we are working on improving this on the product, but we are still challenged by the actual employees.
I think it's really important to bring up the subjects and give people concrete tools of like how to diversify games and how to, you know, make a difference also in the hiring process and how to make better games that, you know, target a bigger audience than just one default group.
Yeah.
It's gender. What we're talking about is gender. You're talking about masculinity and femininity. Yeah. And one way we talk about masculinity is that it's macho, it's football, it's soccer, you know, it's war, you know?
Don't cry.
But another way, don't cry, don't talk about feelings. And another way
I feel like
another way is you do math. You think analytically, you solve problems in an objective way, and you program.
You stay calm in a crisis.
Yeah, you're a nerd, you know, you like certain things in sci-fi. Like there's this other kind of masculinity that's like a nerdy masculinity that people have, and sometimes that doesn't really make space for kind of a feminine like a feminine person in that kind of space. Think of how many programmers and tech people you know that you can say are very girly. And think
you have to conform to that idea of what masculinity is like, even though you personally might like dolls, you might like caring for children, and you might like knitting, but it's like attacking your masculine identity. So you're not a real man if you like any of those things, and that's problematic. And the same for women when they're like liking technical things and they're not a real woman anymore, or if they're like wearing short hair. If a man likes wearing long hair, then all of a sudden they're not a real man or like a real woman anymore, and it's bullshit.
Okay, looking for Anita Sarkeesian. Where is she? She's right there. There's a guard guarding her at all times because of violent threats made to this arrangement by unknown characters. She's talking to somebody else at the moment. I don't wanna impose if you are talking or having a nice time. We're from like local. No, we're not gonna do something you don't like. Don't worry. We didn't get Anita Sarkeesian, but we got good Danish beer. So this is like comfort beer, I guess.
I don't have sex, and there will be no sequel because heterosexual relationships are inherent.